It's not by force to be married. It's not by force to marry. Just because you're now a 34-year-old man, it's not by force to tie your life to somebody else's if you're not fucking with it. Hi loves, hi friends. It's been a little while, but your girl is back. What you thought? You thought I was gone, bitch? No, the fuck. Today I'm talking about. Oh, before we even start, let's just do some admin stuff, okay? Are you subscribed? If you're not, subscribe right now, right now. Remember to like the video, remember to comment, remember to share the video, all that good stuff. And let me know what you think, okay? Cool. On to the video. As a Nigerian woman, I'm no stranger to the concept of submission. Like, bro, every day you hear somebody say the woman should submit to the man as a wife. You should submit to your husband, and and people even say it's biblical. The Bible says the man is the head of the house, and the woman is the neck, and then somebody else is the kidney and the liver and all of that. And fundamentally I just disagree. I know sometimes some people say, I can be submissive if the man is a good leader, and if he shows that he's leading well. I don't buy that, because I think like that's just a slippery slope. Number one, you start like making little what's the word, like allowances for, yeah, I'll be submissive if. And I feel like sometimes people try and just deviate from what submission is anyway. Do you know what I mean? Like, let's just be quite clear. If you're submissive, that means that somebody else is dominant, right? Like, to me, if I'm submitting to somebody, I'm submitting to you, to your ideas, to your ways, to your beliefs, whatever. Do you know what I mean? And fundamentally for me, like in a marriage, in a relationship, what did I say, marriage? Ew. Just in a thing, right, with somebody, I'm not, there's no head, neck. We're together here. Like, I don't really buy into the idea of somebody as the head of the house, because if you look at it in like a same-sex relationship, okay, who's then the head? Because there's no man, so like it's already assuming that there's a man and a woman. Okay, if we're both two women, we both got, and I know people also say, yeah, you submit to the husband, and then the husband will submit to you, and then everything will be, that's how it will work. How can two people be? I don't know, I just feel like people try and do ifs and buts, and I just feel like that's a slippery slope. No, to me personally, we're equal partners. Ain't no submissive, ain't no, like, do you know what I mean? There's delegation. This is your strength, this is my strength, you're paying all the bills, cool, and I'm just here looking pretty, cool. That's but I will say this, I'm not a submissive woman, like, in any way, shape or form, not even sexually. I'm sorry, I don't all of that. Yeah, as I was saying, all of that dumb shit, I don't want to do it. I'm not involved. I don't like it. I don't. I don't want anyone to tie me. I don't want anyone to hit me with an hysteric. I don't want anyone to handcuff me. I don't want anybody to like pull me. I don't want any of that shit. No, I'm good. Right, each to their own, by the way. But on a serious note, legit, like, I'm not really a submissive person. I don't want to be with a man who thinks that, or expects a woman to be submissive. That's not my brand. That's not what I want to do. And I just feel like every time somebody says, yeah, I can be submissive if the man is also submissive to me, it's like, well, surely that's just default now. Like, I don't even understand why we're even having this conversation. I just feel like a lot of the time, especially in the Nigerian culture, what I see and what I hear all the time, the man is the head, the man is the head, the man is the head. But yet the same men don't give head. What up? See, I'm actually an idiot. Oh my god. No, but on the real though. And then I feel like a lot of the time people use like the marriage scaring tactic, like, oh, if you're not submissive, nobody's gonna want to marry a woman that's blah blah blah. And I'm always just like, I think you think marriage is the same thing that it was like back then. Nobody is gagging for marriage. I mean, actually, let me not even speak for anybody else. Like, personally, I'm not gagging. Like, I don't. I'm of marriage age, I guess, but like, I don't. I'm not gagging at all. Like, what I am gagging for is money. I'm gagging to be a rich bitch. Now, if that comes in the form of marriage, I don't mind. But I think genuinely, like, who's even, in this day and age, like, a lot of time people say, you won't find a man who will marry a woman that does it. Okay, good for him then, innit? Like, there's so many other people who, what's the word? Oh my god, who does it? There's so many other people who subscribe to, being submissive. Some people even like being submissive. That's the thing, and there's absolutely no problem with that. My issue is when people try and like force it on you, like you should be. A good marriage is when a woman is like, maybe the woman is the dominant one in this relationship and the guy is the submissive one. Okay, like whatever works for you lot's relationship in it. I just feel like this whole, the man is the head, the woman is the neck, somebody is the esophagus. Uh, it's a lot. It's not, and it just goes against everything that I believe in, to be honest. Because when you start saying the men are the head, are they really? Do they? Let me see the evidence. Where's the evidence? Uh um and this is not like a bashing men thing. I just don't. And a lot of the time people use religion to back up their bullshit, and that's where the Bible will come in, and then they'll say the Bible says, okay, the Bible says other things and you lot don't practice it, so where do we go from here? Do you know what I mean? Like, so no, I'm good. On the marriage side of things as well, like I generally see women in their late 30s, in their 40s, in their 50s, unmarried and legit. I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm gonna be real. I see myself in them. Like, the way I'm going right now, I'm like, I'm cool. I'm chilling with it. Like, I just wanna be comfortable in my life. I just wanna be able to be, a woman that's like, I'm comfortable in the decisions that I've made. Personally, I am okay with that. Like, I see myself in these women, the Tracy Ellis Rosses and women like that, and I'm like, I'm good. I just want to be, comfortable with my choices. They might not always be the right choices and decisions, but especially romantically, I'm just like, honestly, I have so much love in my life, like with my family and my friends. I'm just like, I'm not about to come and then put my life with some other man's just to be stressed out because this man thinks that he's the head and I'm the neck. I don't. I'm good. And do you know what? I feel like I'm saying it as though it's a traditional thing, as just like Nigerians. No, like even in the West, like in the UK here, I still see those ideologies being like, one, spoken about, and two, like coming out and manifesting itself in people's actions. And I'm just like, ew, that's not me. Like, men deal with you, and I'm thinking to myself, oh sweetie, I'm gonna let this pass because you don't know me like that, but we're gonna have to cut this because I'm not that woman. Good night. Oh. And that's the thing with me, like I'm not really one of those people. I don't want to teach a man how to love me. I'm sorry. I just don't. It's not. So like when men say things or do things that, you expect me to behave in a certain type of way, or you expect me to dress in a certain type of way, I'm always just like, okay, taking mental notes. I've put that down in your little cup, and your cup is filling in it. Do you know what I mean? Like the minute it's full, you're out of here, because I don't have time to be like, oh, I'm gonna wear whatever I want, bitch. Standard. Do you know what I mean? Like, I've had in the past men that are like, oh, don't wear that out. I'm thinking, me, when you met me, the likelihood of me being in a mini skirt or short dress or something with my cleavage out or something is quite high. So I would expect you to know that, okay, this is what I'm getting myself into. Do you know what I mean? Don't get with me and then, oh, why are you putting that picture up? Yeah, but why'd you have to be in a bikini? Oh, sweetie, when you went on my Insta, did you not see me in a thong bikini? No? Okay, cool. All right. So why are you here 1 year later expecting me to be some, cover up babe? No. Like, no. Yeah, I think ultimately I just want to be a woman that you know, I want to be able to make certain choices and decisions. And I'm like, you know what? I'm good with this. I'm good with what I've done with this person. I'm good with what I haven't done with this person. That's just me personally. And you know, she sometimes it gets hard because, like I say all the time, like a bitch be lonely. But at the same time, I'm just like, it's not like I don't have love in my life that I should be begging a man, or I should just be like tolerating this whole you treating me some type of way because you think you're the head. Like, no, I'm good with that. I'm good with that at all. I don't really like people policing. Did I say that right? I don't really like people you know, controlling or thinking they have a say on the way I navigate my life, even romantically, even if you're my boyfriend, even if you're my husband. Like, no, sorry. I want to be seen as a whole human being. I want to be acknowledged as like a person, not your neck. Speaking of the whole head and neck thing, another biblical thing that I'm just like not side eyeing, but you know, sometimes you're really deep in it. You're like, what's the meaning? This whole my rib. I don't want to be your rib. I don't want to be your rib. I'm good. I just want to be. I just want to be me. Like, why do the women? Why do I have to be your rib, bro? Like, I don't want my existence to be tied to it. I just don't. I'm sorry. I think that's what it is. Like, I just don't. I don't want my experience to be tied. My experience as a person, as a human being, I don't want it to be tied to being a man's neck or being a man's rib. I'm laughing, but I'm legit. Like, I just want to be myself, and I don't want to be seen as a helper or a sexual being or like whatever the fuck else. I know obviously in a relationship you will help your you know, you help your partner, obviously, like you guys are committed to each other and you're, you know, you're for them, they're for you. You see them, they see you. But I feel like a lot of the time, a lot of these ideologies and I don't know, the way we've just taught, I guess, taught men to see women, or just taught women to even see themselves, it's like tied to what you're doing for a man. And I don't want to do that. Like, I don't want to be your neck, I don't want to be your rib, I don't want to be your helper. Of course I will help you because I'm in a relationship with you, the same way I would help my friends. Like, duh. I you're not saying, oh, I'm my best friend's neck. No, because like of course I'm gonna be there for that person. Of course, like me and you are here. Yeah, we're here, but we don't make any of those kind of comparisons with people that aren't, you know, lovers or romantic with us. So I don't know. I don't know what it is. It just makes me feel some type of way. Ultimately, I want to be seen as a person, not as a submissive woman, not as I don't, as a woman, as a full whole woman. Sometimes I might be submissive. She. Sometimes I just want to do my own thing. Why do I keep saying she? Bitch, the fuck. Oh my goodness. There's this tradition as well, like in some Nigerian cultures, on the wedding day, on the traditional wedding day, like the woman will kneel for her man or something and like feed him a drink. Listen, if my future husband is watching this, please, bitch, I'm not kneeling. I don't want to kneel. I will kneel at other times, okay? I'm not kneeling down. I ain't feeding you no drink. Thank you. Not because I don't want to. I just feel like the history, the implications of that is something I don't want to be involved in. I don't want to practice this thing and your family are thinking, yes, he's a submissive woman. No, I want them to know from the get-go, bitch, we ain't doing that shit. We're doing things a little bit different around here. So I'm not kneeling down. You can kneel down if you want. But I'm good. And to be honest, honestly, genuinely, I actually don't see myself getting married. By the way, like, I'm not saying this is not like a jab at marriage. Personally, I think marriage is just like the ultimate getter for me, sure. But that's not to say that I don't want to be married. But I'm not gagging for it. I'm gagging for companionship. I'm gagging for love. I'm gagging for, you know, all of that shit. But marriage is really the ghetto, honestly. I know obviously there's got to be good marriages out there and successful ones and ones that are full of love and all that shit. I just think, sure, God be with us. I just feel like the way marriage is, the way I see it, the way it's been taught to me, I guess, what the kind of marriages I've seen, I'm just like, y'all can keep that. I mean, if I do it, I feel like I'm chatting shit because I know God is looking at me like, bitch, you're gonna get married, but I might not, and I'm really comfortable with that idea. And I just want people to be more comfortable with that idea, because marriage is not the be all and end all. I want women to be comfortable with that, even men, everybody. Let's just be comfortable with the fact that you might actually just be on your own. I feel like, no, but legit, like, and it's not a crime. I feel like sometimes even men, you rush into marriage because you think, okay, this is what I need to do. I'm 34 now. I need to start, and then you marry somebody that you're not really feeling like that, or you guys aren't compatible, or whatever the case may be, and then you end up cheating, and then you've done this, or not even cheating, you're just unhappy in this marriage. Like, I've met more than one unhappy married men. Don't move to me, number one, because I can't fight, and also I don't care about your marriage. But like a lot of time you're always complaining, oh, the marriage, we've been married for so and so long. Okay, but why did you marry? And I know that obviously there's, socialization that goes into that kind of decision, cool, but for me, I'm just like, we're in 2020. Like, I feel like we have or should have moved past the kind of things and pressures from back in the day. Like, it's not by force to be married, it's not by force to marry just because you're now a 34-year-old man. It's not by force to tie your life to somebody else's if you're not fucking with it, obviously. And by the way, I don't think marriage is just a love thing, or obviously, like, I people marry for different things, but at the same time, I feel like your beliefs should be somewhat, what's the word, I think biblically, biblically I think biblically they say unequally yoked or equally yoked, so you lot should be like, see eye to eye at least. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not by force to marry, please women. It's not by force to marry just because you're not hitting 29. You're good, you're okay. Nobody, why are you running? Why are you running? Nobody is chasing you. And if there are people chasing you and pressuring you, tell them to just fuck off. Or just tell them to fuck off. Why will you marry? Fuck off. It's not by force. There's a lot of pressure. There's a lot of women that are just suffering in shitty marriages. There's a lot of men that are suffering in shitty marriages. You don't need to do that. Live your life. Like, your life is not centered around being married by 30, being married by 35. And if it's kids that you want, bitch, I'm sorry, but in this day and age, you can have a child. I just want to say, like, this is not a jab at people who are submissive. Being submissive is fine. Do you, like, that's your own. But I just feel like, especially when it comes to the man woman kind of thing, yeah, whatever works in your marriage, in it, whatever works in your relationship. But I just think people should be people. My existence in this relationship, my existence outside of this relationship, is not tied to being somebody's neck and being somebody's submissive partner. Like, you know, um, totally fine if you are a submissive person. I know there are people who are. So yeah, that's not like what I'm talking about. Um, and yeah, let me know how you feel. Let me know what you think. Am I chatting shit? Probably. I know people. I know. I know. But yeah, guys, I'm just gonna wrap up. I hope you've enjoyed it. I feel like I hope anyway. I hope that I kind of said something that, made you just think a little bit. And even if I know I kind of talked a lot about like women and being submissive and shit, but as a man as well, if there are men that watch this, like, think about how you are positioning yourself in a relationship, and think about how that is affecting your relationship and your partner and all that good stuff. And also, it's also not by force to marry. Please don't pressure yourself. Don't do shit you don't want to do. Relax and chill. Okay, thank you. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to comment down below, like it, share it, get people involved. Let's have a chat, a nice little one. I hope to see you guys in my next one. You better come back. As always, stay safe because it's cold out here in the streets. Okay, bye. If you think cheating is something that men will do, marry somebody who thinks cheating is their birthright.